you'd never ask.
So I'm with Jasmine, and she has played Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And a lot of attention has been paid to this game, mainly because a lot of people like the characters and Rocksteady are making it. And also there has been some leaks that have happened about it that have not necessarily been positive. But what I find most interesting is you played it for upwards of 4 hours, and you really enjoyed it.
I did. And again, I'm not sure if that's because I went in with not even low expectations, just no expectations. I was like, if I play a game today, I will be happy. I think that I was very surprised by how much fun I had with it. Is it the most groundbreaking thing ever? No, but what it is lots of fun.
Harley, no!
Worth it.
It's colorful. It wants you to have fun. It really enables you and facilitates your fun with your friends. It doesn't make you feel like you suck. It doesn't make you feel like you have to grind for hours and hours to get good, because each of the characters is so different that you can tailor it to pretty much whatever you want it to be.
Because you were saying that you play through each of the 4 characters to learn the different movesets and their styles and also learn how the game works. But straight away you were like, Harley Quinn is not for me.
Yeah.
Because it's just the way that she moved and jumped, you were like, no, that's not for me. And you much more gravitated towards Deadshot, who had the jetpack.
Yes. So I think it's because of, each of the characters, they have their own way of getting around the map. It's very vertical, there's a lot more to Metropolis than there was to Arkham Island, and part of that is how they move. So for Deadshot, his jetpack, I think for me was more intuitive off the bat. I also liked his sniper rifle that he had as well, as some bombs that he could just throw out and decimate enemies. It's just so much fun. But with Harley's traversal is a lot more. There's a knack to it, there's a rhythm to it, and she swings around using a grappling hook and this floating disc in the sky. Yeah. I was awful at it, I will be honest with you. Movesets is catered to the character themselves as well, so it feels very sort of true to the character. It feels very on brand for each of them.
That is one of the issues that people, well, there are many issues with Gotham Knights, but there's an element where like they're all kind of Batman clones. They're all kind of like Batman Light and a Batman adjacent, whereas Suicide Squad, one of the benefits is every character is so vastly different, and also with the game moving forward as well, different characters come in and out. Like certain characters die and characters leave the squad and stuff. They've got a large breadth of characters that they can bring into this that you can play with, where if you completed the game and then they bring in more characters, it can completely change how the game plays, which is really interesting.
Definitely, and again, they didn't tell me who they would be adding to the Suicide Squad. I do know that there will be new characters. I do know that a lot of these characters are ones that you can unlock after the game. So the first year after launch will be free. All the content will be free, whatever they release in that first year. And then after that, if you don't really want to pay for it, you don't have to. You can also play the game to unlock new characters as well.
Because that's something else that came out and a lot of people are worried about, is the monetization side of it. Rocksteady never said what the monetization was or how it worked, but there were some screens that made it look like there was monetization involved. But you're saying you've talked to them and you've asked them, and they have said categorically that in the first year of it coming out, if you've paid for the game, you don't have to pay anything. After that first year, if there's more stuff that comes out that they make, you can pay for it if you want, but you can also unlock those characters in-game.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's like the perfect middle ground of like, if you want it, pay for it, just get it done, but if you don't mind grinding, that's great. Speaking of the characters and how they brought them to life, this looks amazing. It's so good. It's like, I mean, okay, I'm constantly getting surprised by the PS5, the next generation consoles and stuff, but this is a fantastic looking game.
It's stunning. When I was playing it, I was absolutely blown away by how, like, the visual fidelity of it is phenomenal. It looks like I'm watching a movie, but also because there's mocap in it too, it all looks extremely realistic. And all of the characters, the voice acting is brilliant, the writing is excellent. I feel like, again, they really managed to capture the essence of what makes the Suicide Squad a band of villains, because we're not playing heroes, we are playing villains who are unruly, chaotic, and the world reflects who they are. Like, nothing that we've seen from Rocksteady, but in some ways the fact that it's so different to the Arkham games makes it in some ways incredibly Rocksteady, because it shows that they're still trying to push what we expect from them. And of course, if you're going into it expecting, like the dark, gritty nature of Batman Arkham and that really like up close personal melee and stealth, you're not going to get that. So again, the idea is to think about it not like a sequel to Arkham, but sort of the next generation of the studio that gave us those games, and showing us what else they can do when it's not nighttime for a change, when there's actual daylight, and when there's color involved, and when with that color comes some really colorful characters.
And also the other great thing is being able to play with your friends as well, with other people, and just having that laugh and enjoyment and joy. I can understand with Rocksteady how they were like, okay, we've done Batman, we've done Dark and Gritty, we've done slightly depressing, let's have a bit of fun. And they've clearly been able to flex their muscles, and it looks great. You also mentioned as well that the one thread that has been pulled from the Arkham is a narrative-focused storyline. So there is this thing where there's a proper story here. There's a reason why it's called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. You're actually trying to kill the corrupted Justice League, Superman gone bad. How's the narrative side of it? How's the story?
So basically, the story is that Brainiac has taken over the whole of Metropolis and corrupted the Justice League. And along with them, he's also enslaved the Justice League, who are now a bunch of brainwashed, lackeys doing his bidding. And the only people left to save the day are the Suicide Squad, emerging from the depths of Arkham Asylum in their, jumpsuits, and they're like, what's happening out here?
So it's not like Waller's come in and got them. It's literally like they're in their jumpsuits. The prison's just been wall knocked down. Like
all the heroes are effectively dead, or they should be dead. Yeah. And the only people they can send to kill the Justice League are the ones who have been fighting against them.
It's Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, because they have no idea why they're there. They're like, you want us, really? Like you want us to be the good guys and save the city? And they're like, well, listen, you have no choice. They essentially inject each of them with a bomb in their necks, and they say, do what we say, or otherwise we will kill you. Yeah. So it's not like they're doing this out of the kindness of their hearts. They're doing it to save their own lives. And the best thing is, the way that they get the bombs in their necks is they do it to each other. they sort of rush to grab the bombs, and there's this intro bit where they're all scrambling and trying to, get each other's necks with the bomb, because they think if they do that, then they'll be set free. So it just shows that they really are just out there for each other. But by doing that, they've played into Waller's own hand. And she's like, well, now I own all of you, because now, yeah. So
oh, wow, that's great.
Again, it's something that I can understand people having a lot of apprehension. Refrain from having any expectations, and you will not be disappointed. Do not go in expecting the same thing that you've always played, because it's not that, and it's actually better than you think it is. And I'm saying that with sincerity. It's a fun game, and it's not another Valorant. It's not another capture the flag kind of game. It is a narrative driven game that has real stakes. It has beautiful cutscenes. It feels it's got that punchy comic book thing, but it's done again in this very celebratory way that doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel kitschy. It feels really authentic and really fun to play.
Okay, and the release date's actually quite soon.
Yeah. So, but yeah, again, it's looking brilliant. It's looking smooth. It feels brilliant to play. Again, it's a very immersive experience that I wasn't expecting, and I've been very pleasantly surprised.
I have wildly swung from I don't think I'm ever going to play this game to I really, really want to play this game with some friends, or at least one person, just go through the story together, pick a character. And I also think it could be quite perfect for that January blues where it's dark and cold outside and Christmas is gone. It's I just want something fun to romp around in and jump and do some silly quips and that kind of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, this seems perfect. Can't wait to see more.
The penguin is in flight.
Then let's clip his wings.
Oh my god! He's getting up!
Hitting him again.
He's ran out the door! Somebody stop him!
Did that get him?